We got we got a little PNC action with the Woods. The Woods brothers are going to be out there. Mr. Tiger Woods and his son Charlie will be making yet another PNC championship appearance. This will be the first time we've really seen Tiger play golf since his latest surgery. He did not look particularly healthy throughout the year at the majors that he did show up in the beginning of the year. If folks recall, at Riviera, he had the with the paramedics truck took him, was there to take him off property. And he had a little bit of a stomach issue, a sickness, whatever, but was not moving particularly well. And then just throughout the year, again, didn't look like horrible, but didn't look like he was moving as well as he would like. He ended up revealing that he did have some more, his back really flared up, was really troubling him. So we had yet another back operation of several months ago. We were down there for TaylorMade Media Day, several weeks ago. He was up, he was moving, he was great, but he wasn't necessarily hitting golf shots yet. He didn't play the hero because he said he hadn't been hitting, enough golf shots and wasn't at that right level. The fact that he's playing the PNC is great. It's a great sign. I know that he gets to take a cart. It's much easier. But if he wasn't even going to be at the level where he could go out in the PNC, take a cart, and get through it, that would have been a bad sign. So the fact that he is doing it is a great sign, and it's always lovely right before the holidays, Trent. We get all kinds of good, wholesome content.
Help my memory. Have the Woodses ever won the PNC?
They have not won the PNC. I believe a couple different years. Maybe they finished second.
They get all the hype, and then they don't. They're a bit like the Bills in that way. They get all this hype, and then they don't ever deliver on a level where they're actually going.
Seriously,
that's a good point. That's actually a really good analogy. I never thought of it that way, Trent.
And the Daily Crew, I think they've won it. Maybe even the Sings. They're more like the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs because they end up winning it when all the hype is really piled on the Woodses. I think we got to get to a point. I just wanted to take that shot at Alex Bush. I thought about it while we started talking about it, and I just had to shit on the Bills. I know they beat the Lions last night. What a game that was. That was a fun game to watch, but fact of the matter is they still haven't won the big one, and I like the Bills, but I think the Woodses have to win one of these at some point.
Yeah, they do. I it's one of those things like this weekend, it always feels like Charlie Woods is the best under 18-year-old golfer on planet Earth. And then, we see him plays in some of these qualifiers and tournaments. And it's like, I know his high school team, I think they won like the state championship a year or two ago, and he was a big part of that. So it's always tricky to figure out how good he really is for his level. And quite frankly, it doesn't really matter yet. He is kind of getting to that age where he's a little bit older now. He's getting a little bit closer in terms of age-wise to where you might want to be like, all right, what are we looking at here? But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I feel like the Kuchers were really good there for a stretch, right? Like, isn't Matt Kuchar's son phenomenal? I feel like he was lighting the lamp out there, and they played with the Woodses one year, and it just was like, this guy's got to chill out. We're trying to go crazy about Charlie Woods, and it was the young Kuchar that was out there lighting it up. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see them out there. They'll have the matching fits and everything. It's a little bit. I think we said this a year or two ago. It's funny how quickly kids grow up, because at first it was really like this adorable little like cub. And then there was Tiger Woods and his little cub out there. And then a couple of years later, it was like Charlie was driving at like 280 and he's in high school. And you're like, all right, well, that happened pretty quickly, which is how growing up works. But it did happen very fast.
No, I'm always excited to watch it. It is a feel good tournament. I hope, it'll be nice to see Tiger play, get a look at how healthy he is. And it's always just like, it's a must see event just because it's cool. It's a cool event. So I'm excited to watch it, and I'm glad Tiger's playing in it.